SFC Fans React. I'm Shaun Middleton, and today we are live from the Fans Museum. Sorry about the delay. Trying to connect to the Wi-Fi, but unfortunately, last night the Fans Museum was burgled late last night, and there's been over £2,000 worth of damage. Yeah, really sad that the Fans Museum has been burgled again. I don't know what kind of people would want to do things like that. Burgling things and causing the damage what they've caused. It's absolutely disgusting. But we are here, and I am using the 4G network because the Wi-Fi isn't connected. So I'll just bear with us, and hopefully it's the connection's okay. I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm a bit behind, but never mind. We are here. If you could please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It's absolutely free. It does not cost a single penny. The teams, I think, have just come in, I believe. People in the... We are in trouble now, says Colin Webster. 18, nobody's bigger than the club. We'll get somebody decent. Absolutely good, Sean. Hope the lads are up for this, considering Wednesday. All right, Sean. There's a couple of Norwich fans just coming in the building. Yeah. Can't say too much because I'm live, but like you say, there's, anybody who does anything like that, absolutely, the lowest of the low. As I just said earlier on, the Fans Museum was broken into last night. So if anybody has any information or if they know anything about it, please pass it on, because it's happened a couple of times now, and it's absolutely disgusting. And I was speaking to their manager there, and he's going to have to fork out nearly £2,000, and it's so sad. Anyway, moving on to the football side of it. I need to turn this other phone on because I'm fucking my head's in the sand. Not even connected to Twitter, nothing. Right, waiting for Michael Bowers. But obviously, as you know, Alex Neil hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's probably going to be confirmed. There's Michael Bowers. They're going to be confirmed later on this afternoon that Alex Neil is going to be signing a contract with Stoke City. It's unfortunate, but that's life. What can you do about it? Nothing. It's come as a shock to everybody, to be fair. I thought Alex Neil was perfect for... what's up? Is it on? It is live, yeah? Michael?
I can back out if you want.
No, it's fine. I was just saying, I'm using the 4G. I'm trying to connect the Wi-Fi, but this
Wi-Fi in here is not great.
No, I had the private one. This place was burgled last night.
Was it? Oh,
yeah.
Well, fair enough then.
It's burgled, and it's...
Hello, everyone, by the way.
But,
Can I just point out, is this mic on?
Yeah.
Can you hear it? See if let us know if you can hear us. Do you know what you were singing when we were singing Alex Neil's Red and White Army, We Hate Borough? What we should sing is, insert managers, Red and White Army, We Hate Borough. You look devastated, I can tell.
I'm still in shock about the whole thing, Michael. So,
Hello, Marion. By the way. Hang on. There we go. Let us know if you can hear us okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and
Okay, fair enough.
Retweet it on Twitter if I can, but I'm not even logged in on this
Morgan's
phone.
put good afternoon all. Well, technically it's good morning, mate. But I know what you mean. We used to saying it.
Yeah, but...
What's your thoughts on the whole situation?
I just think... do you know what? When you think things are going so well, and then all of a sudden it just comes and bites you on the backside, and it's come out of nowhere, really, though, hasn't it? I mean, you were fifth of them from top. We're 5 games in, we've had a really good start. Recruitment hasn't been too bad.
And he's gone to a team that's got a negative atmosphere and are fourth bottom of the division.
I don't understand this. I really honestly don't.
Well, put it this way. I did my show with Thane last night, and I said that I am disgusted in Alex Neil. I am very livid. I'm fuming with him.
I'm like I just don't understand.
Me, the worst bit is that he has the cheek and the audacity to leave 24 hours before a game like this. Sorry, that's lack of class for me. That's very, very lack of class. If he was gonna bugger off, then couldn't he have at the very least have stayed until after this game?
Exactly.
I think the one thing I will say though, if any of those players watching dare think to down tools, pack your bags and get out the club.
Well,
no one should be expected to. No one should dare down tools, because that's a badge of honour and they should be privileged to wear it.
That's what, Mike, I know you want to be very passionate about that, but that could be the case today, even though it's unacceptable. Some of these players look like they've got to forget about what's happened and they've got to just switch on and get today's match and win the match today.
But here's another one, right? They could say, well, Alex Neil apparently wanted his own players in. They could think, well, hang on, are they saying that we're not good enough? Is that they could be? They feel that Alex Neil thinks they're not good enough. So if that's the case, then try and just. Are you trying to type Sunderland?
I'm just trying to get this on Twitter first. That's what I'm trying to do. Sorry, Mike.
No, if type it in lowercase. Hang on, no, go.
That's fine.
Yeah, but for me, with Alex Neil, I'm sorry, I'm disgusted with him. And everyone can try and pin the blame at the club all they want. Alex Neil's the one who's chosen to walk.
Yes.
It's his decision.
Michael,
he didn't have to leave.
I've got to ask you, mate, but excuse the language. Yeah. I'm not sure the Michael.
Oh, trust me. If you watched me with Thane last night, I was saying a lot worse.
Nah, but look at Michael. It's come as a shock. Let's be honest. But is there something behind the scenes? I mean, KLD and Speakman. Do you think they've done a good job? Do you think they've backed Alex Neil so far?
Well, put it this way: with the third highest net spend in the championship, that should answer the question.
And because Keith Downey reported on Sky Sports News, he said that Alex Neil told him that he wasn't happy with his transfer activity. In other words, he wasn't happy with the players that the club had brought in. What's your feelings on that?
But surely he knows though coming in surely he knows the type of player we were going to get in. And if he was that unhappy with the type of player we were going to get in, then why didn't he leave in the summer? And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because in the summer, no one was coming in for him. Yeah. No one was coming in for him. How convenient is it that the second someone comes calling, he buggers off? That's not a coincidence to me. Yeah, that is not a coincidence.
So you believe?
Hello, Jeff.
Yeah. So you believe that? He's left us in the lurch, and you're putting the sole blame on Alex Neil, yeah?
Majority of it. It depends. For me, okay, so it's just a right. For me, right? Get yourself in, man. Get yourself in. There she's gone. She's gone out. Bless her. For me, though, right? It depends on who insisted on the rolling contract.
Yeah.
What I would say is, it seems very strange that it would be on the club for the rolling contract. When Alex Neil had a rolling contract at Preston, he apparently had one at Hamilton. Now, come on.
So you're saying this is a coincidence? He's had these rolling contracts.
It's what it seems. Unless I'm reading into it wrong, that's what it seems like to me. That is actually what it seems like to me. So for me, I think Alex Neil gets let off quite lightly with criticism by some supporters.
You're putting all the blame on Alex Neil, yeah?
About a good 80-90% of it on Alex Neil. Yeah. It depends. If Speakman didn't want to give him more money, then I might put a tiny little bit of blame on Speakman. But for me, that's mainly on Alex Neil. Because at the end of the day, Alex Neil didn't have to leave.
Michael, I've got to see this though. Looking at the squad, we're a striker short, a really good midfielder, a full back, and I think we're 4 or 5 short.
The only problem I've got now is now we haven't got a head coach, or by the looks of it, unless this move falls through, then we're going to find it harder to get players in because players want to come for a head coach.
Well, exactly.
Which is another reason why I'm furious at Alex Neil for the timing of it. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think the timing was acceptable? To leave 24 hours before a game and to leave a week before the end of the window?
Because of what Alex Neil because of what he's done, and obviously him getting us promoted, and this, that, and the other, I've got that about my mind, but it's the timing of how he's done it. Yeah. I think it's left a bit of taste in the mouth.
It's left a bit of taste in my mouth. I'm livid.
I've always said to you, I'll always hold Alex in high regard because the fact that he come in and he re-galvanised the whole club. We lost one game in 18. He got us promoted and he got us out of that division. But he's tarnished that by what he's done.
For me, he has. I mean, I'm always grateful for the fact he got us out of League One. Yeah. But for me, he's just undone all the togetherness, all the hard work, everything that's been built over the last 6 months. And he thinks, oh, that's it, Stoke's coming, I'm off. I'm sorry, how am I not supposed to feel betrayed by that? Well, apparently, but anyway, but for me, how am I supposed to not feel betrayed by that? Like, I feel very betrayed, I feel angry, I feel let down, I feel stabbed in the back, truth be told. And apparently at Preston, there was rumours that he was looking to try and move away and speak to West Brom. Come on, that's not a coincidence.
But, Michael, looking at the other side, I said on Twitter as well, I said this, Alex Neil, when he got promoted, we know that he's the man for our club. Give him a 3-year deal, 3 to 5 year deal. Give him a big deal. Let him know this is the club. This is the club. We want him here. We want him to get this club back to where it should be. Get him to sign that contract. Boom, done and dusted. What do the clubs here? On the contract issues, I think Speakman says, we're all happy with it. Well, look what's happened now.
Yes. But then it depends on who insisted on that rolling contract. It goes back to what I said before.
He had three clauses on the contract, and the other 3 clauses on the contract were, which looks a bit fishy on Alex Neil. One of them was if a club come in, he could speak to them. The second one, I think, was the 12-month rolling contract, and there was another clause. So he's putting these clauses in. So to me, that's just to me and everybody. I think that his heart wasn't content on staying in the North East. Maybe he's committing his future to.
He didn't buy a house here either. He's calling to Nick Barnes. He did not buy a house here either.
His partner still is in the Northwest, which is a lot closer.
Well, there you go. What does that say? Right, so, well, I'll ask you this, right? So if you're talking about the three clauses, if you're talking about if a release clause where basically the club comes in here, then we have to give him permission to speak. Another one is 12-month rolling contract. Why
so there was a release clause in the contract?
Possibly, I think. Some sort of clause in there. So I'll ask you this, right? Why on earth would the club agree to a clause that lets him speak to other clubs? Why would the club agree to that? That has to be Alex Neil insisting on that. It has to be. For the club to do it makes no sense.
Michael, honestly, I've been in shock since yesterday. I mean, when I found out, I went, this cannot be true.
We were talking in our WhatsApp group.
This cannot be true, man. Can it be true?
We just can't have anything good, can we?
But can it?
There's always got to be something going on.
When something good, like Alex Neil, he come along, he's very galvanised the club, we're all happy.
And then
he's the man for us. Yeah. I got this Big Sam vibe about, like, yesterday I'm getting Big Sam vibe. I think Thursday, when he was about his field, I'm getting Big Sam vibes. Yeah, I'm getting Big Sam vibes. I don't know why. But Stoke, not being disrespectful, any Stoke fans out there watching.
They're not bigger than Sunderland.
They're not even close to being bigger than Sunderland.
They're underperforming. I think they've should be doing better than it is.
But then the Geordies see it. Oh, but Stoke City's they're an established championship team, and they're trying to get that.
But just because they're established, we should be established higher than they are. Just because we've been in League One doesn't mean we're smaller.
Yeah.
You know, put it this way, right? And I said this to you, I think, on the car on the way to Stoke, on the way to Bristol City, right? Yeah. So if we're not a huge club, then explain to me why Sky's picked half our games.
Right, well, exactly.
For a promoted club, by the way.
No, it's just the Geordies trying to wind us up and this, that,
Of course.
You know what I mean? But I just don't understand how a manager who's got massive potential. He's 40-year-old, yeah? A manager like Alex Neil who's got massive potential. He's had a club who's got massive potential, yeah? Everything seems to be running okay. Why would you want to leave Sunderland and go to Stoke?
And just to reiterate, so obviously the atmosphere is going to be different now because he's left. But before he left, we had Alex Neil was universally adored by most Sunderland fans.
Okay, get a bit close to the camera for you.
We're going for a dance. Anyway, but Alex Neil was universally adored by Sunderland fans. Let's not forget that. He was universally adored here. Yeah. He had the squad harmony and togetherness there. He had us fifth in the table. Yeah, it's only 5 games in, but we're still fifth in the table. And then at Stoke, contrasting this, at Stoke, there was discontent with their manager. There was frustration with the lack of with the expectation there. Everything there was a much more negative mood than what it was here.
But maybe it's because Michael O'Neill, we were there last Saturday, Michael, and it was a great result. But maybe, I don't know, the fans went sort of, well, I didn't say they were sort of against the manager, but do you think when the fans were singing...
There wasn't a positive atmosphere. That's my point, though. So why sacrifice this to go to Stoke? Like Keith's just put there, Alex Neil isn't answerable to Michael Van Bowers. Where did I say he was? Didn't say he was.
So, Michael, you were strongly against, obviously, Alex Neil. I mean, you're sort of, it's his fault. You're not blaming the club in any way?
Maybe it depends. It depends on the details of what happens with the rolling contract. If then I might blame the club, but for me, there's far too many people going the other way, looking to pin every single thing on the club. When Alex Neil doesn't have to not be held accountable for anything.
He's put these clauses in the contract. So
why on earth? Like you said, the clause about going to another club, speaking to another club. Why on earth would the club agree to that? Why would they agree to it? Why?
Yeah, I know.
Why? Can you give me a reason why?
Do you think he's insisting on that?
He has to have done.
When he's first coming,
he has to have done.
Yeah, he's wanted these clauses in place because he knew he was only going to be a short time, and then he was going to be away. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
So what's your feelings on Alex Neil now, Mike? I want you to tell us your feelings on Alex Neil right now. What do you think of him as a person? The day before a big game, 5 days before the transfer window shuts. What's your feelings on Alex Neil right now? Try and keep it clean if you can.
Betrayed, hurt, angry, let down. Just left us in the mud, basically. Yeah. This just could leave us really in the mud.
Yeah.
And he leaves us a week before the window goes, in 24 hours before a massive game. I don't know how more people aren't annoyed by this, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I'm annoyed. I'm in shock more than anything else. I can't believe that a manager who just gets it.
Sorry, Keith's getting on my nerves here. When he says, so now it's the club's fault, Michael. I never said it was the club's fault. I've said that I've backed Alex Neil. Actually, listen properly.
All right, calm down. Look, people in the chat, just try and keep it respectful, please. If he's kind of
it should be second nature.
And now, everybody's a bit annoyed and hurting, but let's be respectful for Michael. That's his opinion. Yeah, and
apparently I'm not allowed it.
No, Michael, Michael,
Yeah.
just.
No,
just
I'm sorry. Like, I'm really
Michael,
getting
yeah,
irate
please.
about this.
I'll just try and make some comments out. Thean SSE, you all right? Marion and Bradley in there. Marion Trowels. Colin Major, what can we do? I'm fed up, sick and feeling really down. Another kick in the teeth for that, I suppose.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Absolutely,
Rest
yes,
of the
Colin.
windows, as you say, Jack. Morgan Pickford's in there. Remind me of Wembley being on this train. I'm not sure what Morgan knows about there. Jimmy Stoker, he didn't want to uproot his family from the Lancashire area. So that's why he went back down to Stoker. It's a point, but it still doesn't make us feel any better, does it, Michael?
No.
Doing Bowers, Geordie boy, Michael is passionate and he's just speaking from the heart. So just please, like I say, just be respectful. What's going on, Sean? Unbelievable, this club. Yeah, like I said earlier on, the fans museum was burgled last night. It was broken into.
Yeah, that's a disgrace.
Disgusting. And the people who have done this. So if you have any information, just pass it on and try and get these people, dealt with because. Pinching from a fans museum where it's got memorabilia, things off years and years ago. It's the lowest of the low.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand why any people would do anything like that. So put it out there. The manager, I've spoken to the manager earlier on. He says that I put something on the channel Wabba Live. So please put things on Twitter if you know anything, or Facebook or Instagram, any social media. Let us know if you have any information on it at all. Please pass it on. Alan Sutton says Alex Neil was the only manager in the last 5 years that put round pegs in round holes and square pegs in square holes and gets the best out of players. That's absolutely perfect what he's just said there. John Punchin says remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Guys, hit that like button, please. Subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost a penny. And we are using the 4G. I don't know what the connection's like. I normally use the Wi-Fi in the fans museum, but obviously what's happened last night, the manager, his head's a little bit all over the place. So we're using the 4G. So I'm not sure if it's going to be, it's in 720p.
I think the Wi-Fi is going to be the last thing on his mind right now.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Anyway, back to the ongoings of our club, Michael. Yesterday, I mean, we've spoke about it, and I'm just still in a state of shock that he's done this, and I mean. Do you think that Alex Neil was maybe talking to Stoke last Saturday after the game? Is that a possibility?
Well, have you heard Nick Barnes' interviews?
I haven't heard yet. No.
Basically, he said that Alex Neil gave him a very hang on. I'm trying to think of the right words here. Alex Neil basically apparently Nick Barnes said on Total Sport last night that Alex Neil apparently shook his hand very candidly, as if it was a goodbye. Yeah. This was last Saturday. Yeah. So and it looked like from Stoke's end that Michael O'Neill was going to get sacked regardless of the result against us. Yeah. Which makes me wonder why they didn't sack him before the game.
You think they could have been in talks last
possibly,
week?
Yeah. Things that Nick Barnes has said have pointed that way. Nick Barnes is usually quite reliable. That's what he's been saying.
Yeah. But it feels just.
Well, how do you feel about it? Because I've gone on enough about how I feel about it.
I'm just in shock still. Really, I don't understand why you would leave Sunderland for Stoke. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
You would imagine the money. Say, I think we've got a good recruitment. Would you see Michael and Speakman? You think he's getting things?
Yeah, for the most part.
He divides a lot of the fans' opinions, doesn't he?
For me, he's made a lot more good signings than bad ones.
Yeah. But we're still a few shy, aren't we? We're still in a striker.
Oh yeah.
We're still need to, and we need to get these players.
I'll ask you this then: How do you think Neil departing is going to affect the rest of our business? Because the Van Heck move from Brighton, that looks like it might be falling through now, just because he's not here.
Hanging in the balance now, isn't it?
So I don't know. It just depends. Like I said, there's so many things that could happen as a result of this. It's stress. It could. Hopefully, it doesn't happen. But I'm not gonna lie, Sean. Since yesterday, I've been furious. I've been raging. I've never felt this angry and let down by someone in such a long time.
Can't believe it.
I just think the biggest thing ultimately for me is Alex Neil leaving 24 hours before a game. That for me really doesn't sit right.
It doesn't.
And I think more people have the right to be annoyed by that because you don't take the training and then say, "Oh, right, lads, I took the training. Right, sorry, though, I'm off to Stoke." Yeah. What message is that going to send?
Like I said, that's just a speaker. I'm sort of speechless at the moment. To be fair, sort of speechless. Just what's happened.
Yeah.
Absolutely boiling, I think.
But it's all right though, because. Oh God! Cheers, Lee.
Lee Fowler trying to lighten the mood.
YouTube's super, Lee. Oh God, I've seen that. God, I nearly got you.
Well, anyway, I don't want to be.
Alan's right. I agree. I feel sick to death of what's happened. Yes, so do I. you know, just a bit of competence, like, and a bit of respect. Like, why is that so much to ask for? I don't understand. But anyway, but it's all right though. Mike Dodson, Michael Proctor masterclass today.
Well, Mike, I did say to you, I think we'd win today if Alex Neil was in charge. And I'm going to see him now. What
I would say is, Alex Neil's tactics should still be into these players. He's took training most of the week, despite buggering off yesterday. His tactics are well in the players this week. So if the players give 100%, and I still think that's fair to expect, by the way, just because Alex Neil's not there anymore doesn't mean you can down tools. Yeah. If they give 100%, his tactics and his methods will still be ingrained into them. So that's why wouldn't be shocked if we got a result today.
I'm going for a defeat. Like, I think we'll get beaten here.
I wouldn't be shocked either way.
Well, anyway, Michael, thanks for your time, pal. I'll speak to you probably no doubt after the game or whatever.
Yeah, well, we'll see what mood we're in.
Sun's never die, and
Chin up.
I'm devastated.
By the way, one thing, at least Staines right. Season 3 of Sun's Die will be quite interesting.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great. Right, cheers. Dave, I'll get you in. Acacia, I'll get you in next, all right?
I've got to do some work to worry about tonight. Text.
Right, move in, Dave.
1, 2.
Dave, the rave is in the house.
Yeah, number 1 rave in the house. Yes, yeah.
Apologies, like I'm not on your level, Dave. At the minute, I'm going to put it down in the dumps, but it's just the manager leaving. It's a bit of a disappointing.
I'm disappointed, like you're singing that. So, like, we should have kept him. We've done a good job posting that and singing that. So, I hope he stops. I hope he's what was disappointed about singing.
I think by the looks of Dave, he's gonna be signing there with.
I think Sean Dyke is the favourite. Sean Dyke is the favourite in that. I sing my new song. Ooh, baby, in the November. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. A baby, Ross Stewart. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Steve's new song. You heard it first. That's Steve the Rave's new song.
It's good. I'm going to watch the men's and women's today, like, and I hope us win, and I hope the women's win and all. A double M singing.
Aye.
They're singing it.
I'm devastated. So, Alex Neil, I see you.
I know, I'm good at it all. I'm disappointed.
Heartbroken, Dave.
I
feel like crying. Yesterday, I was that distraught about it. I went out to go to work. I couldn't eat my food. I was that down.
I was like really down. I was good at the shock when O'Neill left and that. So like we need like either Sean Dyke or Big Sam back or
Big Sam would be good, wouldn't it?
Or Roy Keane.
I think Roy Keane wouldn't come back with Speakman. Not a chance. Sean
Mike Dyke.
Sean Dyke. He's a bad appointment, to be fair. He'd be a bad appointment. But Sun's never died, haven't we?
Sun until I die. Get the river. Get the river. Get the river. 12 disciples having a rave. 12 disciples having a rave. Oh, go on, Jesus, having a rave.
Right, choose your time, Dave.
Are you on the other one, Sean?
Huh?
Are you on the other one?
I think, yeah. No bother, mate. Get Dave in the dressing room, yeah. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea with this. See, I don't know what the connection's been. Anybody who's been in from the start, if you could let us know. I'm using the 4G because the Wi-Fi was a bit of a problem because the place was, like, as I mentioned, was burgled last night. So I'm not using the Wi-Fi. I'm normally using the Wi-Fi. It would be perfect, but I'm not sure. Now we have much from the start, though, do you want to have you? You haven't, so you didn't mean that. Right. All right, Keisha, you all right? That way. Right. Keisha, I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad to be back?
Yep, glad to be back.
Obviously, it's not great that we've lost a manager, is it?
Nah, it's not
very
good
sad,
at all.
Very sad. I wasn't expecting that, mind.
I wasn't at all yesterday.
I'm just in total shock about the whole thing.
Yeah, I am as well, because me and my mum looked on Twitter yesterday as well, like everybody else. Then I was like to my mum, what the hell has happened today? And then Alex Neil, I was like, what the hell is he playing at? Like, just walking out like that, saying goodbye to the players, and he didn't even do the press conference because we waited till 2 o'clock Yes, afternoon.
Well, it was normally 9 o'clock in the morning, isn't it? Then it got postponed till 2, and then some people start to think something's going on here.
Yeah,
and then obviously it got announced that it'll be 2 o'clock, and then all of a sudden it's James Hunter and Keith Downey was saying that Alex Neil, the club was given. There was a clause in the contract said that Alex Neil can speak to Stoke City, which I think from then all the Sunderland fans was like, oh, here we go.
Oh, honestly, Sean, it was just absolutely disgusting behaviour.
No, but it's the time as well. Yeah. I mean, 5 games in, just before the transfer window's going to end. I mean, we're probably not going to sign more players now because the players who want to come, you see, well, we haven't got a manager.
Yeah. Oh. But I just...
Obviously, what do you think about Alex Neil right now, Casey? Just tell us what you think of him right now. Now he got promoted, but leaving us in the lurch and doing what he did, it just doesn't look good, does it?
I know he got us promoted, which we were happy about. Yeah. But yesterday, I'm still absolutely fuming from yesterday. I can't get over it, Sean, honestly. It's just done my head in. I was like, I just couldn't sleep at all. I was like, what's going to happen now? Like, because I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning thinking, are they going to announce it or what? And then I was just like, team news. But honestly... It's going to be announced. All right, cheers. The team news, I'll come back to you. The team has just come in for Sunderland. Patterson
in goal, Lennon Gooch, Luke 09, Danny Batt, Dennis Certain, Jack Clark, Corey Evans, Daniel
Pritchard, Sims Stewart.
Sims and Stewart, so it looks like I think the same thing. That's might be the same. I'm not sure, but... Evans back from the I think it might be the only change, but that's the team this afternoon.
Yeah.
Patterson, Gooch 09, Batt, Certain, Clark, Evans, Neil, Pritchard, Sims and Stewart. Thanks for that, Paul.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, Sean. That's what I'm thinking.
We'll just go back to the Alex Neil thing. What's your views on Alex Neil right now?
Sean, I'm still fuming, honestly. I can't get over it. I just don't know what to think anymore. Because we were really happy with him after what he's done for us this season, after getting us promoted to the Championship. But I just don't know what to think now.
You seem heartbroken. I am. I'm absolutely devastated. I'm not going to be one of these fans that stuff him. He's left us no noise anymore. Look, I really loved Alex Neil.
Yeah,
he's the first manager I've loved.
Yeah.
I had a connection with since Big Sam.
Yeah.
I had a connection with the manager since Big Sam, and he was that man.
Yeah. Because he's done it with Preston before, because he walked out on them.
Yeah.
Because he had a 12-month rolling contract.
Walked up
and he went to West Brom and then came back to Preston.
Yeah. Norwich, I think he got sacked, but he done well with Norwich. I think somebody put on Twitter last night that all these jobs have been 12-month rolling contracts. I'm not sure what the deal there is, but that's it's just devastation.
Because I saw yesterday that Stoke are apparently confirming news of Alex Neil today before their game against Blackburn.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
But I was like, why aren't Sunderland announcing it before Stoke?
Sunderland announced that he's in talks. I think what will happen is Stoke will announce it first, and then we'll announce that Alex Neil's departed and this, that, and the other, and wish him all the luck. But it's a sick minute.
It's just devastating, Sean.
I mean, he's got these players playing. I mean, Lyndon Gooch playing really well. And a lot of fans say this about Gooch, but Lyndon Gooch has been brilliant under Alex Neil. He's a good manager. I would say gets the best out of players. I don't know what's going to happen now.
And then obviously, apparently, Stewart, Jack Clark, Pritchard, and who else was it? Gooch went to Christian Speakman yesterday and was like, "What the hell are you playing at?" Like that. Now I was like, Stewart's going to walk out. I know he is. After all.
Well, I'm saying you've got like these players. I mean, will they want to steer? Like Alex Pritchard, and Stewart's, and down there. It's just
it's just devastating.
Man. But as Michael Bauer said, look, they've got to put that shirt on the D, and they've got to forget everything, and they've got to make sure that they're switched on. They forget everything what's happened and put 100% on that pitch, and that's what they've got to do. And people can say, "Oh well, you know, Mike Dodds and Proctor's in charge of the." Just forget about that. Them players should be putting the performance in anyway.
Yeah, I didn't want them in charge again like last time. But I'm...
Who? That's who's in charge? Yeah,
he's in charge today, Sean.
Who?
The assistant Martin Cannon, he's in charge today.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's in charge today.
I've just been told that it's Alex Neil's assistant what will be in charge this afternoon. I wasn't sure, to be honest. I thought it would have been Dodson Proctor, but never mind.
Yeah.
He still should be putting the performance in. I'll go to the live chat. Alan Paul Thompson, shame, but a club should be bigger than a manager or a player, and Sunderland board really dropped the ball, not giving him, couldn't have said any better, Alan. He's not the nail in the head. I said after the playoff final, get this guy tied down to a 3 to 5 year deal. Let's give him 3 years to get us back to where we belong. 3 to 5 years, give him the back end. Alan Thompson's just not the nail in the head, my friends.
Because we need to back the lads today. Of course. 100%.
I wouldn't have went with Wright instead of O'Neill, but aside from that, it's probably the strongest 11, says Thean.
Yeah.
Lee Farrell, bench, Alessia, Wright, Diamond, Emble, Roberts. That's the bench.
And everyone go and check out Thane's live stream from last night that he did with Michael. They did absolutely amazing last night, Thane and Michael. Did absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Joanne says, working really well. Go on, lads. Oh, never mind. Get the rave on, get the rave on. Give us a light, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Yep.
I haven't got anything to do today. I'm just so distraught and I'm proper done in.
Yeah, I am as well, Sean, honestly.
Proper done in. But in case you're on this afternoon, score prediction this afternoon?
I'm going for 2-1 Sunderland. 2-1. Pritchard, Stewart and Ellis get both. But I'm really hoping Stewart needs to play really well, and he needs to just get playing on the pitch, and don't mess about at all. Just do your best.
Who would you like to see as the next Sunderland manager?
I honestly don't know, Sean.
Sean Dyche, would you have him?
Not after what he did at Burnley.
No?
Nah.
Big Sam, would you have Big Sam back?
No.
No?
I would see what Sean Dyche does first, and because I saw what he said last night on Twitter, but I was like, we'll have to wait and see what happens first.
Right, thanks for your time, Keisha. Always a pleasure, all right? Cheers. Cheers.
What time are you going on for the men's?
When's that? I think so, Dave. I'll speak to you later about it, all right?
Okay. I'll be on Wednesday.
Right, okay. We've been going for about half an hour now. I said I wasn't going to do it too long because I'm to be fair, I'm not really feeling too good about this whole situation. I've took kind of part in just in shock, to be fair. That with Alex Neil's gone. I honestly can't believe it, to be fair. And look, I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? But but I think I'll wrap it. I think I'll wrap it up now. I've had enough. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll do my match interviews after the game this afternoon if I can be bothered. I'm just not feeling too good. Sorry, apologies to everybody. I'll stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the game, and bye for now. Take care.